Toronto Blue Jays starting pitcher Alek Manoah has officially been sent to the minors. After 2 rough months struggling in the majors, the Blue Jays finally had enough and made the biggest roster move that they've made arguably all season. Now, I'm going to be the first one to say that this sucks. I love Alek Manoah. Like, I wanted to see him do well, and I wanted to watch him succeed. But considering the way that he's been playing so far this season, the Blue Jays really only had one move to make, and they made it. And folks, as far as roster moves and trades and everything like that, I think this is just the beginning. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be addressing Alek Manoah getting sent down to the minors and looking at the domino effect that I think might ensue because of it. So before we do, I encourage you to let me know down in the comments below, how long do you think that Alek Manoah is actually going to be away from the major leagues? I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say. All right, guys, let's get into the video. So Alek Manoah leaving the team is definitely a blow. Even though the guy was undoubtedly having a rough season, he'd still eaten 58 innings, and at the very least, the Blue Jays knew who they were going to trot out on the mound every 5th day. Now, with Manoah being sent down, the team's been thrown into this place of uncertainty, and that's not a really good place to be considering we are in the most competitive division in all of baseball. Now, with Manoah's demotion, they brought up pitcher Bowden Francis. Bowden Francis is a 27-year-old pitcher who spent 6 seasons in the minors pitching 530.1 innings for a 4.62 ERA. That's not great, but to Bowden's credit, he's actually having his best year in a while. In AAA this year, Bowden has an ERA of 3.45. Granted, that isn't only 15.2 innings, so it's kind of hard to put a lot of weight on it. Now, as much as I would love to see Bowden Francis just come up and just be incredible and solve all of our starting pitching problems, I feel like that is kind of a little unrealistic. Really, what this is a band-aid solution. Someone to come in, fill the void, give them some starts until they can find someone else. Which then, of course, begs the question, who is that someone else gonna be?
Whoa! Time for your daily Betway breather. A quick reminder that the best place to bet is on Betway. Must be 19 years of age or older to play. In collaboration with iGaming Ontario, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content.
The first and easiest option would be to promote someone internally, but I don't think that's gonna work, folks. Literally every single analyst out there has been talking about how the Toronto Blue Jays starting pitching depth is weak at best, and they're right. We really don't have anyone in the minors who could come up and do better than what Alek Manoah was already doing. Now, there is some light at the end of the tunnel in the form of Hyunjin Ryu. Ryu's coming off of Tommy John, and in the pictures that we've seen, he looks like he's in incredible shape, and Ryu's actually a guy that could come onto this team and give us some legitimate length as a starter. But of course, he's not ready yet, and the Toronto Blue Jays still need to wait several months to get him, which really leaves only one option. The Toronto Blue Jays have to make a trade, and frankly, this is the only option at this point that makes sense to me. I'm not saying that the Blue Jays need to go crazy and trade for a guy like Shane Bieber or anything like that, but we need starting pitching. This early in the season, with the bullpen that the Toronto Blue Jays have, we cannot afford to be having a bullpen day every 5th day. The Blue Jays have walked themselves into this position where they need to acquire another starting pitcher. And you can bet your bottom dollar that for the next few weeks, the trade rumors circulating around the Toronto Blue Jays and the calls that they're going to be making, it's gonna go crazy. Alek Manoah going to the minors truly was just the beginning. But guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and go Jays go.